Test, 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 test. Good evening. Welcome to the 2021 Kiowa County High School Fire and Ice Promenade. I am Mr. Powell, and I'll be the MC for tonight's events extravaganza. Our first couple, come on out. They're nervous, they're the first ones, they're afraid they're going to mess up, but they're going to do just fine. Sierra Britton is escorted tonight by Kyler Sheldon. Sierra was asked if you could master one skill you don't currently have, what would it be? Her answer was public speaking. That could be me as well. Kyler Sheldon, if you could change one law, what would it be? Kansas Section 32-1003. You can't shoot rabbits from motorboats. Right there with you, Kyler. Give him a round of applause. Our second couple this evening, Keisha Umble, escorted by Ethan Yost. Keisha was asked, if you could be anywhere else right now, where would you be? Her answer, probably on the Fiji Islands, watching them film Survivor, or at Dylan's buying a Red Bull. All or nothing there, Keisha. Ethan Yost, what animal describes you the most? His answer, a squirrel. See ya. Keisha and Ethan, give them a round of applause. Our next couple, Katie Spanauer, her escort is Hunter Thompson. Katie was asked, what's your most embarrassing in-school memory? Freshman year, Luke Ballard and I were walking back from the band room, and he decided it'd be funny to trip me. I was holding my stainless steel cup, so I wasn't able to catch myself. My water spilt everywhere. I dented the cup. To top it off, all the upperclassmen turned around and just laughed. Hunter Thompson, if you had to live without one of your five senses, what would you give up and why? Hunter's answer, smell. So I don't have to smell the boys' locker room. You are correct, sir. Round of applause. Our next couple for this evening, a couple seniors here, Gracie Gray, escorted by Luke Ballard. Gracie was asked, what is the dumbest way you have been injured? When I dropped a salsa jar on my foot and split my tendon open and had to have surgery. All right. Luke Ballard, what is your pet peeve? When people drive slow on the highway and then speed through town. I agree. Gracie and Luke, give them a round of applause. Our next couple this evening are Chloe Whitney, escorted by Josh Scott. Chloe was asked, what would you do if you won the lottery? Buy an Aston Martin Vantage, it's a supercar, and put the rest into savings. There you go. Josh Scott, if you could have one superpower, what would it be? His answer was teleportation. Now you see me, now you go. Round of applause. Our next couple this evening are Destiny Lang, escorted by Dylan Ward. Destiny was asked, what would you do if you had $1 million tomorrow? Her answer was, I would spend it on my friends and family and myself, and also go on a trip and take my family and friends. Dylan Ward, what's your favorite hobby? Playing car games. I'm right there with you, Dylan, especially if it's NASCAR on Xbox. Here we go. Round of applause for Dylan. James winked at me. I'm feeling good.
I think this is Reagan Heft, and her escort is Senior James Brock, not Brock James. Inside joke. What is one thing that many people know about you? James? His answer, my favorite genre of music is actually opera. Just kidding, that's a joke. Reagan Heft, when you were a kid, what would you want to be? She said a lawyer or a princess. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for James and Reagan. Our next couple, Charlie Friesen. Her escort is Buck Slade. Charlie was asked, what would you be so embarrassed to be seen wearing but secretly love? Her answer, Crocs. Buck Slade was asked, who is the funniest person you know? Bucks replied, that would have to be Brock Haspin because he thinks he's so big and tough. Maybe he doesn't have a sense of humor. Our next couple this evening, I believe we have a couple of juniors here. Addison Hamilton and her escort is Bryson Brown. Addison was asked, which of your personality traits has gotten you in the most trouble? Okay. I'm a master manipulator, but sometimes it comes back to mom. Bryson Brown was asked, what's your favorite school lunch? And he said, it's gotta be burgers. Round of applause for Addison Brown. Our next couple this evening, we have Sarah Hubert, escorted by Jordan Smith. Sarah was asked, what would you do if you were invisible for a day? Her reply, I would mess with all my friends and prank them. Jordan was asked, if you were stranded on a desert island, who would you want to be with? His reply, my dad. Round of applause for Sarah. Our next couple this evening are Addison Heinsohn. She is escorted by Brock Haspin. Addie was asked, who is your role model when you were a kid? Her reply, my role model is my mom. She is my role model to this day. She is strong and my best friend, biggest influence in my life. She has been there through everything. I'm pretty lucky to have a best friend for life. Oh, good answer. Brock Haspin was asked, if you could marry a famous person, who would it be? His reply, Jennifer Aniston. Not going to get a lot of argument over here. Sorry. Our next couple this evening, we have Liberty Gilkey, escorted by Connor Poor. Connor was asked, if you traveled to the past, who would you want to talk to? He said, if I could travel back to the past, one person I would like to talk to would be my grandpa Thompson. He died when I was really young, and I would love for him to see where I am now and get advice from him to better myself in sports and in life. Good answer, Connor. Liberty Gilkey was asked, would you rather be the best player on a horrible team or the worst player on a great team? Her reply, the worst player on a great team. Good job, Liberty. Round of applause. Our next couple, we have Alyssa Monroe, escorted by her brother, Landon Monroe. Alyssa was asked, if you had a theme song, what would it be? It's kind of like your dress. Shiny by Jermaine Clement. All right, Landon, who's your favorite supervillain? His answer, Hades from Hercules. That kind of goes with the theme. Fire and ice. Good job. Round of applause. Carson Tyree, escorted by Junior Bo West. Carson was asked, what's a movie you can practically quote from start to the finish? The reply was, The Grinch. Bo, what is the best pickup line you've ever used? His reply, can you help me fix my phone? It seems to be missing your name and number. Round of applause for Bo Carson. Next couple this evening, we have Riley Ott, escorted by Caleb Fulton. Caleb was asked, what is the weirdest thing you have ever eaten? This could be a lot of things for Caleb. But he went with 4 wooden beads in one sitting. Riley Ott, what is your favorite smell in the whole world? Her reply, my favorite smell in the whole world is when I go to my grandparents in Nebraska. They have the cleanest, most pure air. So as soon as I step out of the car, I just breathe, and it's so nice. Round of applause for Next, we have Rosie Libby. Lots of flowers on that dress. Rosie was asked, who is the kindest person you know? Rosie's reply was, Allison Kirby. Round of applause for our next couple this evening. We have Blythe Campbell, escorted by senior Logan Rugg. Logan was asked, what is the worst thing you did as a kid? Are you selling yourself out here? He broke a window with a Wii remote and didn't tell anyone. Did you just tell everybody? All right. Blythe Campbell was asked, what's the most courageous thing you have ever done? And her reply was, trying out for cheerleader. Round of applause for her. Our next couple, we have Caden Runko, escorted by Caden Poor. Put a lot of thought into this, Caden Runko. What is your favorite thing about your date this evening? Her reply is his girlfriend. That's her, if you didn't know. Caden Poor was asked, if you could know the absolute truth to one question, what would it be? His reply, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll? Round of applause for Caden and Caden. Our next couple, we have seniors Allison Kirby, Nathaniel Enfeld, and Ellery McMurray. Allison Kirby was asked, what is the best advice anyone has ever given you? Her reply, you should never settle for who you are. That's from Michael Scott of The Office. I agree. Nathaniel, what's the worst gift you've ever received? A mechanical pencil with no lead. Yeah, that's no good. Ellery McMurray, if you could bring one fictional character to life, who would it be? Friesen of A Court of Thorn and Rose. Round of applause for these three seniors. Allison, Ellery, and Nathaniel. Our next couple, Emma Thompson, escorted by fellow junior Luke Kishpaw. Emma was asked if someone made a movie of your life, what genre would it be? Thriller / romantic comedy. Luke was asked, what do you hope to be like when you are 75? Alive. Can't disagree with that, Luke. Round of applause for Luke. And our final introductions for this evening. I feel like I'm seeing double. We have Matty Ost and Addison Shear, escorted by Parker Stout. Matty Ost, what amazes you every time you think of it? She says, spending eternity in heaven. It's a good one. Addison Shear, if you had to live in a book, movie, or TV show, what would it be? Sweet Home Alabama. And Parker Stout, what do you think is the best invention of all time? Ice to keep my drinks cold. Round of applause for Addison, Parker, well, that would conclude our promenade activities this evening. We thank you guys for all coming out and supporting our students. Thank you, and you are dismissed.
Yeah, that was pretty